Hey everybody, it's CiderScene. We have a few new upgrades, our new sign here, and today we're actually reviewing a mead, not a cider, because
what's mead?
Well, hold on. Mead is honey wine. So mead is fermented honey that makes an alcohol out of it. It's actually one of the oldest alcoholic beverages in the whole world, if you look back in history. Mm-hmm. And what we have today is Meridian Hive, which you can see here. And we have Haven by them, which is honey, peach, and ginger. And actually, a little bit about the meadery itself. So it's Austin, Texas, their first meadery. And got a hold of these guys, and they sent us some product. And I was pretty pumped when I saw some of the flavors they have and some of the taller bottles that they're sending us. But this one is called Haven, and then we'll have Nolan read a little bit more about what they say on the back, and we'll go over it like that once we taste it.
Yeah, as they described, this flawless mead highlights the Hive's expertise in creating a fusion of fruit, spice, and orange blossom flavors. We brought out our A game with this soon-to-be world-dominating draft mead. Haven is a sweet, crisp, refreshing drink for any occasion. Lightly carbonated to deliver a peach punch that complements a lasting hint of ginger. So, sounds pretty good to me. Yeah. And I think we're going to review it because we have what, Trevor?
We have the need for mead. For mead. Right. Anyways, okay, let's pour us up, top us off a little bit. We've had a few sips, not going to lie about that.
Yeah, Trevor's tasted it before. This is my first taste, so, taking a peek here.
You can't really
light
tell,
carbonation,
but yeah, there's definitely a little light carbonation. It's hard to tell in the GoPro that we got going here, but so it's naturally gluten free. Just saying that right off the bat for anybody who's thinking about that, just to make it easier on you. And it's considered a sweet, so there's still sweet, semi-sweet, off dry and dry, those type of situations.
Still follows the same kind of.
Yeah, so this one's a sweet, and definitely when you taste it, I would describe it as a sweet because there's a lot of sugar, especially in I'm assuming they back sweeten after they ferment to semi-dry or something like that with the peach juice. I'm assuming that's what they put in, and then whatever type of ginger back sweeten or whatever the ginger is in there. So on the smell, it's more of a sweet mead. So if you've ever smelled some meads, they kind of got this funky fermentable flavor and scent that isn't always appealing. Especially for me.
It's a little wine-like, I would say, and a little buttery. But sure. Yeah, a little funky too.
Funky. But some meads that aren't too sweet, since we're coming from the cider world, smell a little off or funky, which is fine. This one definitely smells like sweet honey, and you get a little bit of the ginger.
It's almost like a grapey smell, but I know that's not even the profile. It's just.
But on the taste, you definitely get the instant sweet, not much carbonation once it's in your mouth, and then you get the sweet honey finish, and then a little ginger tickle on the tongue.
A little tickle.
Yeah.
A little tickle fun.
So what do you think, bro? Let's have Nolan's opinion on this one since I talk too much.
I mean, kind of.
Look into the camera when you talk to the people.
I have to think. It's about thinking. I mean, I definitely get a good amount of sweetness. You get that tickle, as he was mentioning, but I don't know. I think with the kind of sugary flavors we're getting or the sweet flavors we're getting, it just kind of constantly elevates on your tongue. So that last hit kind of being like the highest note, it starts really wide and sweet and kind of builds itself up to a good acidity. So I think, I like it. Meads obviously aren't a thing that we drink all the time,
right.
But of the meads we've had, I think these are some of the most complex from Meridian Hive. So.
Yeah, and between all the meads I've drank, a Bee Nectar out of Michigan, and then also Haven, probably have the most.
And New Craft in Indianapolis.
New Craft, that's right. Yeah, they also have some great meads. They're the most approachable that we've had. I've had a lot that are very sophisticated or very funky. Like I keep saying funky, but they're definitely funky. This one is very drinkable. I could see myself just drinking a can of this and no problem.
And whose kind of taste buds is a mead too? I think a lot of the ones that we've had, I'd say it's between a cider drinker and a wine drinker, somewhere in between.
Yeah,
there.
certainly.
It's further away from a beer drinker, but it's a little funky, so it's got some sour qualities that I enjoy.
And another one with 6.5%, so I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Mead. But yeah, so it's kind of hard to describe a lot about mead, but it definitely has a mouthfeel to it, a heavy mouthfeel, like some red wines or something like that. And it's really just kind of one hit of a flavor and then a ginger aftertaste. So
And we've actually wrote an article on the history of mead, but
take a look.
cider has a really good history, and mead does as well. So a little bit about the history is, at least how it was first collected, there was a tree stump, assumptively, that had a beehive within it. So then the rainwater would collect, and it would naturally ferment in the heat from the sun, and people were drinking out of it, and they thought it had a healing quality, and they also were getting drunk.
Whoa, man, this is really healing me.
Yeah, so they were actually getting intoxicated.
To health.
They didn't know what was going on, but that's at least one of the origin stories of mead, and I think that one's at least pretty interesting, so worth a mention. But full articles on our site as well.
Yeah, so we'll probably do a review of some more Meridian Hive, written out on our site. So keep an eye out for that. And something like I said, mead's a little bit different, but we're CiderScene, so we're doing a little something different. So we'll help out mead too. They deserve their time too.
And I think the Meridian Hive really deserves the applause here, because I think their whole product line is really fantastic.
Hats off to them. Puns.
Okay.
But anyways, well, I think that's it for now. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later.
See you guys soon.